Alright, so it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I really want to, kind of freestyle talk. And I want to have a discussion with you guys. And it's about a band I really used to love growing up, and that is Sum 41, as you can see by the title down below. So let's get to talking about Sum 41 a little bit. The band began forming in 1996, and they got signed to Island Records in 1999. Their first debut album came in 2001 called All Killer No Filler. It had a lot of big hits such as Fat Lip, Motivation, and In Too Deep. They had a lot of great albums. This is the first one, made a huge impact on the harder rock pop punk scene at the time, and they definitely made an impact and a name for themselves. I enjoyed it. Their debut album was a success, and they found a lot more in their second album called Does This Look Infected. It had a lot of big hits such as the Hell Song, Still Waiting, and Over My Head, Better Off Dead. This might have been around the time I was getting into the band, but I know for a fact that I really started to get into Sum 41 back when they put out Chuck, their third full-length album, which had so many great songs on it, like No Reason, We're All to Blame, Some Say, Welcome to Hell, and Pieces. In 2006, something really sad happened, and that is Dave left the band. Dave Baksh, I think is his last name. They called him Brown Sound. He was, their lead guitarist and definitely one of the most impactful people in the band because he had one of the sickest guitar sounds in the scene at that time, and I truly loved his work. So he left in 2006, and they actually put out a new album in 2007, being a three-piece band. Derek, their lead singer and slash guitarist, actually said that they were just going to be a three-piece band. They weren't going to bring in someone permanent for now. Anyone who was touring was not going to be an actual member. No photographs going to be taken or be in interviews or stuff. So he was very serious about it. And in 2007, they actually put out Underclass Hero. Underclass Hero was an amazing album. Definitely actually one of their most commercially successful, which some people would disagree about as their greatest album, but I loved it. I thought it was really good. A lot of good songs on it were like Underclass Hero, Walking Disaster, With Me, and So Long Goodbye. It took 4 years for us to hear the next Sum 41 album, and that was Screaming Bloody Murder. It came out in 2011 and had a lot of mixed reviews from fans. For anyone who didn't know, Derek Whibley, their lead singer slash guitarist, went through a big divorce with another huge Canadian pop artist, Avril Lavigne. And I guess that really put him in a dark spot because this album felt really dark and there was a lot of emotion put into it. I did enjoy it. It was probably my least favorite out of all of their albums. But I don't really hate anything Sum 41 have put out. It did have some awesome songs like Scumfuck, Screaming Bloody Murder, the title track, and Blood in My Eyes. Another sad thing came just last year when Steve Jocks, aka Steve-O, left the band. Their drummer and founding member actually left, and I think it was one of the saddest things because he was one of my favorite people in the band, one of the funniest. Anytime you watch their old music videos or see interviews, he would always be like the funny guy. And he left, so it really bummed me out. They haven't announced a new member yet, but they have been talking about putting out a new album sometime either this year or next year. It would be awesome because I'd really like to see where they're going to go from here. Alright, so I did some research online. The band also had some EPs, maybe some demos, you can call them as well, compilation albums, and live CDs and DVDs. So I'm just going to mention them a little bit, because obviously with every video I do a little bit of background information. Some of the EPs and demos included Half Hour of Power, Rock Out With Your Cock Out, Motivation, and an acoustic version of Chuck. There was also a compilation album called All the Good Shit. That was a greatest hits album. It's like the one thing I don't have so far, I think, and I really need it. I'm going to buy it soon, though. And then with CDs and DVDs that are live, there was Introduction to Destruction, Cross the T's and Gouge the Eyes. I'm sorry, their album titles make me laugh sometimes. Sake Bombs and Happy Endings, Rocked, Sum 41, and a DVD, along with a live CD that I have called Go Chuck Yourself. Alright, so as I said, I'm a long-time follower of Sum 41, and I love buying their music. I mean, I've always been a huge supporter, definitely one of my favorite bands since I was about 12 or 13 years old. I mean, it was one of the first bands I got into and I really like to religiously listen to. So yeah, I'll just show you some of their stuff. I actually have their first EP or slash album came in 2000. It's a Half Hour of Power. And then we have All Killer No Filler, their first album, really awesome CD. And then I actually have the special edition, which has the UK bonus track of Makes No Difference. I found that used and I was like, well, why not buy it? And then there's definitely one of my favorite ones. Does This Look Infected? Awesome CD. It actually comes with a DVD. I should have mentioned that, which is the Cross the T's and Gouge Your Eyes DVD. So if you're ever looking for that one, that's in this the Does This Look Infected CD. Then there's Chuck. Definitely, you can see a big change up when this album came out, but really awesome. And as I said, here's the Go Chuck Yourself live album. Really awesome, good quality, love it. Then, their most commercially successful, Underclass Hero. Love this CD, could listen to it all day. And then the most talked about and or controversial album was Screaming Bloody Murder. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it, but it's definitely my least favorite Some album. You know, when you go through something like a divorce or losing someone, it's not hard to tell through the music that you put out that something has changed, or you're trying to get your how you're feeling, your emotions out. And just a couple of the DVDs. I actually have Sake Bombs and Happy Endings, and I also have Introduction to Destruction. So I have almost all of their stuff, and yeah, I got a few more things to go, but as you can see, big Some fan. So in that long depiction of a background information, here's what I want to say about Sum 41. I really hope that they do not break up. A lot of people have said, obviously, with Screaming Bloody Murder coming out, it seems like the band really changed, and it could either be really good or really bad. And as of the past year, they haven't really been touring, but they've done it before where they take time off and they go for other projects or something. And with Cone and Derek being the only original members, and Derek, if you've seen any pictures of him lately, he's in rough shape. He looks like it's not good. Just go. I'll like put a picture down below or something. It's just really bad. Go look at them. But they are in talks of getting a new drummer and apparently putting a new album. That would be amazing. They haven't really been touring or doing a lot of shows as far as I know. On their Facebook page, they barely put anything too. So I'm just following what I see. It would make me really sad if they ever did break up. But I guess it's inevitable, having many successful albums and some live DVDs and your younger best years behind you. What's there to do next? So I will say I truly believe Sum 41 should put out another album. Go for a couple more tours and see how it is. And if the new drummer and new guitarist, who they've had for a couple years now actually, does not work out, and Cone and Derek want to say fuck it, they can just give it up. So yeah, that's what I pretty much had to say about that. Alright, that's my little babble on Sum 41, and yeah, I love them, Canadian pop punk at its best. If you have not listened to Sum 41, I highly suggest you go back and relive your childhood, or just go listen to them, man, they're amazing. A lot of greatest hits. I mean, I can listen to like 20 of your songs back to back. I mean, whatever. If you are a fan of Sum 41, tell me your thoughts on the band down below. What do you think they should do? Should they stay a band? Should they break up? Should they make a live DVD again? Like, tell me what you think they should do. Yeah, and make sure you tell me what video you want me to do next. Maybe another Dischrision, which, if you didn't know, is really lame. It's Discussion with Chris. Dischrision. I know I'm a genius, right? Yeah, but that's about everything, guys. So always remember, it's music for today, music for tomorrow, music for life. Peace out.